guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we are looking at the Hunter's Reward. So overall guys, this is the second time that we've done this. Hidden Village has been completed. I'm going to run through the Vexing VooDoo. This is going to be a long video just up front guys because we have a ton of stages to go through here. Each stage I'm actually going to go through two different formations. So I'm going to go through one that is kind of the pay to win depending on who you have. I'm also going to go through a second one that is going to be a free to play. I'm hoping that I can go in here and I can actually bookmark a lot of this. So for the pet guys, I'm just going to use the Winged Lion. He is one of the most common, very high utility in there. So the first team we're looking at is Brutus and Alna. Now this team, of course, absolutely devastating in there, guys. We're going to put in Halos in the twins again for a lot of the survivability aspect. And then we're going to put Anasta in here. Just because she has some damage mitigation. She is a very strong hero, and this is a good combat team. Again, this is going to be the pay-to-win team that we are going to be using. Now, a counter to this, or another one that you can actually use, is comprised of Mishka and Grez, which two heroes you should absolutely have built. We have Rain in here with the 3 of 9 furniture for the damage amplification. We have Silas in here for, of course, the boosts within there. So let me see where Silas is. And then we put Ainz in here. So this is just a powerhouse team. Double tank. We have support in here. This relies on Ainz's ultimate ability. Boom. There it is. Ainz puts out so much damage, guys, especially with the amplification that we see from Rain, making this very, very easy to kind of clean through here. If you don't have to get all 3 stars at the same time. That is really one of the big things you have to note is you do not have to get through all of them at the same time. So this one is going to be the same. Mishka Grez in here. We have kind of a setup of Rain, Silas, Ainz, going to be the exact same. You can also use Mishka Grez Lorzen in here with Silas or Iran in here. And also you can do the pay to win, which is the Brutus, Alna, Halos, Leica and Anasta, so actually replacing Leica with Rain, or excuse me, Rain with Leica within the formation, making it a very, very easy. Again, you can stay with this formation, but you also have to remember the challenge goals within here. There are specific things that you do have to hit. So again, depending on the heroes that you have in here is very dependent on if you can finish the challenge. So there we go. This one, very easy, just win a battle. Now, stage 3 can be the exact same. It is just kind of the mini stage in here. All we have to do in this one, guys, is win the battle. And again, we're going to stick with our free-to-play team in here. Boss fights are going to be stronger. They are significantly more difficult to go through. We know last time we had the venting jets, which a lot of players absolutely hated. But here is our boss fight. I guess the desert hospitality for you. So again, we're going to go through the boss fight. This one, again, as a pay-to-win player, we're going to go with the Awakened version of Thane. So Thane is in there, Alna. Now, Alna, of course, is going to provide the immunity for Thane, which is pretty broken. We're going to put Halos in here. We're going to put Rowan in here. So a lot of support for the heroes. And then they put Orin in here, which if you don't have Orin, guys, there's a couple different heroes that you can put in here. Depending on who you have. Even Leica will work in here just because of the builds. And look at the monster, guys. Orin with the Awakened version of Thane is a really strong combination because they both go enemy. So within 45 seconds, all heroes alive. That is why we ran the double support in there. Now the free-to-play version, again, for the boss, Mishka, Grez, Lorzen, Damon can run in there. Orin can run in there. Anyone who is going to do burst damage. So even if you do have, let's say, an Athalia in there, Athalia will work as well. So this one is going to go back. We'll pull everybody out of here. This one right back to the free-to-play. We're going with Mishka. We're going with Grez. Definitely a solid formation in here. Raku and Lorzen. So we're actually going to have Raku. Lorzen, of course, in here for the link. And then we're going to run Damon as the final slot in here. And again, looking at the debuffs, looking at what you have going on here. These are the Shield of Honor. And then, of course, this is the Convert, Ambush, the abilities that are going in here. So this is going to be stage 5, guys. And again, you have Damon in here with the shielding aspect. You have Grez in here. Grez does a lot of damage. Raku, of course, doing a ton of damage in here as well, giving us an easy win. Look at it, 21 million, 25 million in there. And again, this isn't incredibly difficult to get through here. There are a lot of different formations you can run in here, a lot of the pay to win formations. Again, this is more of a very friendly free to play aspect because all of these heroes are pretty meta within formations, which is the reason why you should really have them done. Now, Voodoo 7, again, win battle 45 seconds, win with all heroes alive. So this one, again, we're going to look at Thane Ulna, Mishka Gress, Raku. We actually swap a little bit in here, running Lucretia in this formation. And then, of course, Damon in this formation is the free-to-play aspect. If you're looking to run the boss fight, Thane, Ulna, Oden, Zephyriel, and Joan of Arc would be the other pay-to-win version. So again, you could put those heroes in there, which we can actually swap. And we can do the Awakened version of Thane, which is broken. We have Ulna in here, also running Oden and Zephyriel, which again, pretty strong. A lot of players don't have Zaf built. And then Joan of Arc. Most players do have Joan. Even free-to-play players should have Joan, but we're showing formations without the Awakened heroes and also some formations with the Awakened heroes, which is what I wanted to cover. Again, last time we did this, we got so many questions about these formations. Boom, all 3 stars. Thane putting out an incredible amount of damage, but you'll do the exact same with different heroes in here. Now, this one, of course, gives us a 3rd debuff in here. You can see Recoil is in here. So number 8, we're going to go Mishka, Saurus, and Orin again. Again, if you don't have the heroes. So if you don't have Orin, you can actually go with Athalia. Athalia will work in the same capacity. You can use Cecilia. Cecilia will do the same, will work in the same capacity. We're also going to use Leica in here again for the speed boost, also the debuff. So haste and the energy regen that she does right off of the bat. And then last one is, of course, going to be Anasta, guys. Such a high utility hero. That is why so many players do use Anasta. She has an incredible amount of utility and the damage mitigation, which is why we do love to utilize the hero. There we go, guys. We just have them stacked right in the back to win that formation. And again, the ones that are just win battle, pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy to win the formation in there, regardless of the comps you have. So even if you're running dimensional heroes, things of that nature, not super difficult to get through these comps. Again, I feel like they made this one a little bit easier than we've seen with the last one. There we go, guys, winning that one. Now, next stage, here we go. So we are in the boss stage now, which is Voodoo number 10. You can see, guys, we have Aziz and we have specific. So win within 30 seconds with all heroes alive, win without any Lightbearer or Wilder. So again, I'm going to clean these out. We're going to go ahead. We're going to use the Awakened version of Brutus because, of course, we cannot use the Wilders, guys. We're going to do Brutus and Ulna in here. Anasta, again, because we absolutely love her. Silas and Halos in here are going to be the other ones as the pay-to-win option. So this is the pay-to-win option. Again, we're just leaving the pet as it is. Now, free-to-play, you can actually run Ulna Grez in here, which works incredibly well. Ulna Grez, Athalia, and Joan. So again, Athalia, if you don't have Athalia, there are some subs that I did talk about. So then we're going to run Joan in here. Joan of Arc, guys, big utility hero. And then they run Treznar in here. Treznar, again, you could possibly put some different heroes in here to fill Treznar's slot, because I do not have Treznar built up either. So I want to see what this is going to look like with this team. Again, this is kind of the free-to-play option. A lot of players have Athalia built just because if you've been playing for a while, she is actually a pretty decent priority. But there we go. No Lightbearers, no Wilders, guys, within 30 seconds and win the battle. So we did that. Even having kind of subpar heroes, Athalia putting out a truckload of damage right there. Again, Cecilia in the formation. Any of your very high damage dealers will do incredibly well within that formation. So stage 11, doing the same. We're going to run Ulna Grez in here. As we know, within campaign formations, Ulna Grez is super strong. We're going to do Orin and Silas. So I'm going to actually drop Silas in here as well as Orin. Again, if you don't have Orin, there are a couple subs in there. Silas in here for the damage mitigation and the amplification. And then we're going to put Lorzen as the final slot. There we go, guys. Challenge goals, finish the battle. That is really the goal. So again, here, guys, only Grez does take a little bit of time to work overall because Grez does have to get the minions up. But there we go. Next one, we're going to do the exact same, swapping it out just a little bit. So there we go. Stage number 12. We're going to drop out Orin. We're going to put Scarlet, which Scarlet can be used in a lot of these. We have Silas, we have Lorzen. Scarlet, of course, doing just an absolute insane amount of damage, guys. So if you can get Scarlet to ult, boom, right there. She rains so much fire down on the battlefield. She will just crush it, which is awesome to see. Boom, even had some crowd control up there, making it a pretty easy win within the formation. All right, boss fight. Stage 13, guys. Again, we're going to go with Thane in this one. So it is going to be Thane and it's going to be Ulna as the pay to win option. So this is going to be the pay to win. So we have both those, Athalia and Halos, which is again very, very strong. And then they're using Zolrath in here, which this is a really, really heavy pay to win option. Free to play, Albedo and Ezio. So they are kind of a cheat within this game, guys. So Albedo and Ezio as their free to play option. Merlin and Joan and Ainz. So again, Merlin, Joan and Ainz. So Merlin, there's Joan, there's Ainz. Now we know this formation, guys, is one of the strong meta comps, but will work incredibly well. We just got to get Ainz to ult. And then the damage just goes from there, guys. Boom. Takes down targets pretty quick. We even have the mitigation right there. Joan gets the stanchion up. There's a second ult and the immunity that we see. Ezio's the finisher in this one, guys. So as we know, Ezio, very strong. Now win 30 seconds with all heroes alive. We're going to have to try this one again. Now some of the other variations that they have in here is Rowan Astrilda, which I'm going to drop that in here, guys. So we have Rowan and Astrilda, of course, which is a very buff, big buffer. We have Scarlet, Rain, and Rosaline. So again, a pretty unique build here, just for the simple fact that it's all light bearers, but Astrilda is going to be a buffer. We also do have Rowan in here. Big one with this one, guys, if we can get Scarlet to ult. There's one ult. Boom, here comes another one, but we lost a target. Which means let's actually swap this down. This is how we learn to do them. As this is absolutely how we learn to do them, which I might want to put Rain in the back or Rowan in the back, depending, because I just realized right now that we're going to have, and again, guys, the Rain over here, Scarlet is just a monster, guys. Seeing we're a little shy in that one. They also have Halos, Merlin, a couple different ones in there. And then again, the dimensionals, we did go with that one. So we still got the 2 stars, as you can see. We just have to win within 30 seconds. I feel like there could be some RNG in here. So I'm going to throw in, again, the pay-to-win team that we have in here to get that 2nd star. So we can just continue. Athalia and Halos in here, which is very strong. And Zolrath, of course, is going to be the delay. I feel like, I wonder if, I was wondering if Athalia would be immune. But overall, guys, this should be a pretty quick and easy. The Awakened version of Thane is such a strong hero, guys. And I feel like the other comps are just going to take some RNG, the RNG factor to get that done. And there we go, guys. All the heroes alive, 30 seconds to give us the 3 stars in there. All right, battle number 14. So we're almost done with this thing. Mishka Grez in this one. So we're going to go in. We're going to go with Mishka. We're going to go with Grez. Mishka Grez within this one. We also do have Iran Leica, which again, it's going back to the Oran Lycan Leica combination, which very strong. And then Lorzen. And these ones, of course, you just got to win. That is really the only thing you have to do here. With Grez and Mishka, it's relatively easy. Again, if you don't have Orin, there are a couple subs in there. That will work incredibly well. Some free diamonds, and you get a lot of loot out of here, guys. Absolutely, there are a ton, an absolute ton of loot out of here. And if you don't get it done the first time, remember, you can reset this. So you'll actually get more challenge attempts if you don't get it done the first time. I know a lot of players were kind of struggling with it last time, but give you a 30-day window, and I believe every 7 days it does reset in there. So there we go. Win the battle, which brings us to another boss stage. Now this one, players have said, is the most difficult one, guys. So I'm going to run through. So Awaken, Brutus, and Thane, which again, as our pay-to-win combination, Brutus and Thane in there. Baden, which I do not have. It has Mortis in here as a buffer, but it has Baden in here and Solus, which is, this is probably the most pay-to-win aspect that you'll ever see using Soluses. But I'm going to have to drop somebody in here. Let's go with, thinking just a buffer. This seems like a pretty broken combination because they ran 4 Awakened Heroes, which again is pretty cool to see, but absolutely broken. And I'm going to go through some other formations, guys. This isn't the only one. Bane locks everyone in the back. Mortis got some buffs up. Definitely got some buffs up there. But if you look, guys, I don't think we got the 30 seconds with all the heroes alive. That's the tough one. So let's try this again. So let's see some of the free-to-play is Joan and Mishka. So let's drop in Joan, and then we'll drop in Mishka in here. So Joan and Mishka in here. Scrag, Ezio, and the twins. That's an interesting combination. So let's drop Scrag, Ezio, and the twins. Again, this is a very, very unique combination, I would say. Let's see. So who we're gonna have to no, put Joan in the middle. Joan actually has the immunity to damage when she kind of does her rush, which definitely could help. So there's Mishka. Of course, we just got to get him a little bit lower. Twin's gonna super cycle everyone, which means Ezio as a finisher. Again, this team seems like it's going to be interesting to see. Might have to change up the dynamic of this one because it doesn't look like they're getting anyone down. See, very, very interesting in this one. We got it down, but it took an incredible amount of time, and everyone won. I feel like not enough burst, but that could work. Again, thinking of the damage aspect in there, I'm going to put it just like they have it. And again, I'm using a guide over on Reddit to kind of see it. So they have Joan over here, Mishka, we have Scrag, Ezio, and the twins. Let me put it in the formation they put it in. And I'm just wondering if this is going to make a big difference. Guys, look at the totems everywhere. There we go. There's Super Cycle. Joan's got the battle standard up, which of course is going to do her damage. See, guys, I don't think we're going to get the time on here. Now, some of the variations: Iran, Mishka, Lucretia, Joan, and Athalia. Variation: Lucretia, Awaken, Taylene, Oren, Oden, Astar, Geralt, Scrag, Mishka, Ezio, and Athalia. There's a lot of different variations in here. Again, we can get the battle down, but it's going to have to be the timing issues. That's where we're going to have to get this timing issues. I don't know how to get that one much faster, guys. Again, even looking at the original one, let's see, Lucretia. Well, we don't have Taylene. Let me go Oren and Mishka. So let's try Oren and Mishka. Oren and Mishka, which is a good combination. I like that one. Lucretia and Joan. Let's put Lucretia in here. Let's put Joan in here. So Lucretia, Joan, and Athalia. I don't think Athalia will get hit because of her ability. You look at the Awakened Disease, guys. Almost just totally burned him down, which I think is kind of the point of this one. With him out of the question, he didn't have a chance to ult, which we lost it by a second. 1 second in there, guys. Kept everyone alive, though. I think this is going to be a good formation to get this down. I think it might just take a little bit of RNG. Now, of course, with this one, guys, I don't have Oren built. That probably makes a very, very big difference, I'm thinking, in this one. But could we get this down? We got 3, 2, 1. He's still like 2 seconds out. But I feel like Orin is going to be the one that we need to build. Who else do we have? See, we don't have Taylene. Joan Grez. See, that has Taylene. We're gonna have to get this down, guys. Again, I feel like we need Orin to be a little bit stronger in here. Let's try Thane in this one. I'm just thinking the kill power that Orin has. But see, it almost looks like Thane doesn't really have as much as the kill power, but there we go, guys. So if you have Thane, Thane worked to get that one done. All right, 17, guys. We are almost done. Alna Orin. So again, this is going to be kind of an interesting one. And you can see we're up to 4 now, guys. We have 4 debuffs in here. So this one, they have Orin and they have Alna within here, which again, kind of an interesting combination. Mishka with Laika. So we'll drop Mishka in here. We'll drop Laika in here. And then the final one we have is a star. So we have Little Peanut in here. Let's see what we can do with this one, guys. There's the damage mitigation. Boom, Mishka with some crowd control. Star coming with the fire. Looks like we're just literally stacking everyone right here in the back. And of course we have Alero in there, guys, which I don't know about you, but Alero, when you're fighting Alero, he is tough. He is very, very tough to kill. Even look at the sheer amount of ults that we are dropping into these guys. So that one worked. That one did work. Again, you could probably do quite a few variations. This one, the exact same. You could actually drop Laika out if you do have Halos built. Because Halos is, of course, going to buff up right in the beginning. Mishka got buffed. And then as we get more of the buffs, you can see these cubes are starting to appear everywhere, which is giving our damage amplification to the team, which is pretty strong. I feel like Orin, I have to build out quite a bit. I feel like I don't have him anywhere near built that I need, but Mishka, guys, definitely just doing some solid damage with Mishka. She is such a unique hero. Look at that, 74 million. Even Halos, 37 million. All 3 of these really didn't carry their weight in the battle. All right, Halt. Namisu, Falks. Let's see, guys. Here is the final 30 seconds, 5 different faction. So let's see. So final boss, Lucretia, Awakened Taylene, Scarlet, Yennefer, and Solus. Don't have that one. So Scarlet Grez. Let's look at this one. Scarlet Grez. This is the free-to-play variant. Scarlet Grez, Mortis, Twins, and Merlin. Mortis, Twins, and Merlin. Let's see how this works, guys. Mortis, Twins, and Merlin, of course, for the mitigation there. We have tank versus tank. This one might actually be a pretty good free-to-play method. Of course, we need Mortis to buff. There we go. Buffed up Grez in that one, though. Twins went down early. Feel like we can get this one. It's just going to be a little bit of I think a little bit of RNG in here. Or maybe we won't even get this one down. Scarlet gets all 5 kills. There we go again, the 30 seconds for battle. Elder just gave us a potion. What did that do? Thought it said someone gave us a potion. Let's try this again, guys. I want to see if we can get this one to work. Again, this was the one over here as the free-to-play variant. We also have Scarlet, Joan, Twins, Mortis, Mishka, which could definitely work because we have those heroes built out. Again, we don't want to lose the Twins. We don't want to lose Merlin either. Merlin, of course, with that cheat death. We need Merlin to ult for that mitigation. See, Merlin's just down here on the crowd control aspect. Let's try the other one. Let's try Scarlet and Joan. Scarlet, Joan of Arc in here. And then we're running Scarlet, Joan, Twins, and Mortis. So Twins, Mortis, which is good. And then down here is Mishka. So actually dropping that out. We'll drop Mishka in here. And again, this seems like most builds is Scarlet, 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 Scarlet. It seems like everything is just on Scarlet's ultimate ability. There we go, guys. Twins just pop the haste. Just got to get Mishka crowd control. Scarlet, of course, damage. But somebody died. He died with like 2 seconds left. Look at that. We should be able to get this one, though. Vexing VooDoo, guys. A lot of players really hate this game mode. Look how fast Joan's got the stanchion up, which I love. So it is pinned in the back. We can't have Mortis die in this one, which means we need Mortis. Boom, there's the buffer. We just need Scarlet to take down some targets. But again, look at that. 58 seconds. Come on, guys. This has got to work. This seems like it's going to be the good one. Scarlet again, guys, just raining so much fire so fast. Look at that. The RNG factor works. Boom, everyone alive, 30 seconds. Look at Scarlet's damage, 136 million damage there. Which gives us, I believe, all of our chests. That is a full clear, guys. Let's collect up all these. Go, we got all of the loot going through. Then Hunter rewards, of course, we got all of these as well. Got some cards out of here, and that'll conclude it. We used a lot of attempts in here, guys. Look at that. Boom. That is a lot of attempts, but overall, guys, I'm going to put a link to this guide. This is actually a guide that was over on Reddit, so you can definitely check it out. Bookmark it. Try to get through there with some of these comps. I definitely wanted to cover them, but you can see, guys, there are already a ton of players through here. Free to play, definitely going to be a little bit more of an RNG struggle. Again, I believe after 7 days, you get 80 more attempts. So this will actually reset. So guys, that'll do it for the Vexing VooDoo. It is all clear. It says 32 of 33, but here it says 33. Might just be a bug, but we got all the chests out of here, which is very cool to see. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.